Ever wondered what could happen if you stopped masturbating? It's a question that sparks curiosity and intrigue, isn't it? As we journey through this topic, we will uncover the mysteries of our body and mind and the role that a certain chemical, dopamine, plays in it all. We'll discover how this simple act influences our brain, our emotions, and even our interactions with others. Are you ready to step into this unexplored realm? Intrigued? Let's delve deeper into the world of dopamine and its connection to masturbation. Dopamine, known as the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays a significant role in our body. This magical chemical messenger controls many functions, from our brain's reward and pleasure centers to our ability to regulate movement and emotional responses. Dopamine is like the motivator of our body, driving us to seek rewards and pleasures. It's the rush you feel when you achieve a goal, the satisfaction from a delicious meal, or the thrill from an exciting adventure. It's our body's own little cheerleader, encouraging us to repeat actions that lead to joy and satisfaction. Now let's talk about masturbation. During this act, your brain releases a flood of dopamine, leading to that euphoric feeling, the climax, the pinnacle of pleasure. But here's the catch. When this process is repeated excessively, your brain starts to get used to these high levels of dopamine, leading to what we call tolerance. Tolerance is when your brain needs more and more dopamine to achieve the same level of pleasure and satisfaction. It's like running a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. And here's the real kicker. Once your brain becomes tolerant to these high dopamine levels, everyday pleasures that used to bring you joy might not cut it anymore. They may seem dull and uninteresting in comparison. So what happens when this dopamine cycle gets disrupted by stopping masturbation? Let's explore. When you stop masturbating, your dopamine levels don't get that frequent artificial boost. It's like going off a sugar rush. Your body adjusts and learns to function without that constant high. Suddenly, you're not dependent on that quick fix to feel good. Your brain's dopamine receptors start to recover, and their sensitivity increases. This is where things start to get interesting. You see, dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It's associated with feelings of pleasure and reward. When your brain gets a regular influx of dopamine from frequent masturbation, it can lead to a decreased sensitivity to the neurotransmitter, almost like a tolerance. But when you stop the frequent boosts, your brain starts to normalize. It's no longer desensitized to the effects of dopamine. A piece of chocolate tastes sweeter, a song sounds better, a walk in the park feels more refreshing. Even the simple things in life start to feel more rewarding. This increased sensitivity to dopamine can have a profound impact on various aspects of your life. It can lead to enhanced focus and clarity. Without the constant dopamine highs, your brain is better able to concentrate. Tasks that once seemed mundane or boring can now hold your attention. It can also lead to emotional stability. When your brain is no longer riding the dopamine roller coaster, your emotions become more balanced. You might find that you're less prone to mood swings and that you're able to handle stress more effectively. This newfound emotional stability can also help improve your energy levels and drive. When you're not constantly seeking that next dopamine hit, you have more energy to devote to other activities. You might find that you're more motivated to pursue your goals and passions. And finally, it can lead to better connections with people. When your brain is more sensitive to dopamine, social interactions can become more rewarding. You might find that you're more interested in others and that your relationships improve. These benefits aren't just physical, they extend to the mind as well. Imagine a mind free from fog where focus and clarity are your new normal. This is the promise of refraining from overindulgence in self-pleasure, and it's all thanks to our friend dopamine. Dopamine is the maestro of our brain, conducting the symphony of our cognitive functions. It is the chemical messenger that carries signals between brain cells, playing a significant role in how we learn, focus, and perceive our surroundings. When we overindulge in instant gratification activities like excessive masturbation, we drown our brains in dopamine, causing it to become desensitized over time. This results in a constant need for higher levels of stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure. But when we decide to take control and limit these activities, we give our brain a chance to recalibrate. We allow our dopamine receptors to recover, to regain their sensitivity, and as they do, we start to notice the world in high definition. Our focus sharpens, we can concentrate on tasks for longer periods, and we become more efficient in our work. Mental clarity is another gift of this recalibration. It's like wiping the fog from a window. Suddenly, everything becomes clear. We can think more deeply, understand complex concepts better, and make decisions with confidence. Emotional stability is another profound benefit. Dopamine doesn't just affect our cognitive abilities, it also plays a crucial role in our emotional health. When our dopamine receptors are functioning optimally, we're better able to manage stress, anxiety, and mood swings. We find ourselves more balanced, less prone to emotional outbursts, and better equipped to handle life's ups and downs. In short, by moderating our dopamine consumption, we can enhance our cognitive abilities, achieve mental clarity, and enjoy a more stable emotional state. We can unlock a level of mental performance and well-being that we may have thought was beyond our reach. But the benefits don't stop at your brain, they radiate outward. The decision to limit excessive self-pleasure doesn't just change you, it changes your world. Stay tuned to find out how. Scene script. Ever felt drained after masturbating? That's because it can sap your energy. Now let's talk about energy. It's a vital force that fuels everything we do. Without it, we're like cars running on empty. Every time you masturbate, you're essentially burning fuel. But what if you could conserve that energy? What if you could harness it to do more, to be more? When you abstain from masturbation, you're allowing your body to retain its vital life force. This energy then gets redirected to other areas, leading to enhanced vigor and vitality. You'll notice that you're not as tired as you used to be. You'll wake up feeling refreshed, ready to seize the day. And all this is linked back to dopamine. Here's how it works. When you masturbate, your brain releases a rush of dopamine. This gives you a temporary high, a burst of pleasure. But this high comes at a cost. Your brain, in response to this surge, reduces its dopamine receptors. This means you become less sensitive to dopamine over time, and you'll need more of it to feel the same level of pleasure. But when you stop masturbating, your brain starts to reset. The number of dopamine receptors begins to increase. You become more sensitive to dopamine again. This means that simple pleasures in life become more enjoyable. You'll start feeling more energetic, more driven. And it's not just about physical energy. Your mental energy gets a boost too. You'll notice that your focus sharpens, your mind becomes clearer. You're able to concentrate on tasks for longer periods. You're more productive, more efficient, and the benefits don't stop there. Improved sleep is another perk of giving up masturbation. Without the constant dopamine spikes disrupting your sleep patterns, you'll find that you sleep better. You wake up feeling recharged, ready to take on the world. So you see, refraining from masturbation is not just about self-denial, it's about redirecting your energy, about becoming the best version of yourself. But it's not just about you, it's about the connections you make. With a clearer mind and more energy, you'll find yourself connecting better with people. Have you ever noticed how, when you're feeling alert and energized, conversations seem to flow more easily? You're more present, more engaged, and more likely to form meaningful connections. This isn't just a coincidence, it's a direct result of the increased dopamine levels in your brain. When your mind isn't clouded by the temporary high of masturbation, it's free to focus on the nuanced signals of social interaction. You become more attuned to the emotions of others, allowing empathy to blossom. This newfound sensitivity can lead to deeper relationships and a greater sense of belonging. Furthermore, dopamine plays a crucial role in the reward system of our brain. It's the chemical messenger that tells us something is worth pursuing. So with higher dopamine levels, social interactions become more rewarding. You'll find yourself seeking out conversations, cherishing relationships, and genuinely enjoying the company of others. But it's not just about the relationships you have now, it's also about the ones you could have. The increased drive and energy that come with higher dopamine levels can push you to expand your social circle, to meet new people, to forge new connections. In essence, abstaining from masturbation allows your brain to recalibrate its dopamine levels. This in turn enhances your social interactions, making them more rewarding, more meaningful, and far more enjoyable. So, are you ready to experience these benefits? So what happens if you stop masturbating? A lot, it turns out. We've talked about dopamine, that nifty little neurotransmitter that influences so many aspects of our lives. From the surge in mental clarity, the newfound energy, to the improved social connections, it's clear that there are significant benefits to consider. But remember, it's all about balance. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful videos like this.